Are you a real estate agent still using Zapier or Zapier, whatever you want to call it, to go ahead and get your workflow automations created? Well, if you are, you might want to listen up because there's a better tool out there right now that you can be using. One of the biggest complaints that I hear with Zapier is that you have to manually go through each time you create a workflow automation and map in your field parameters, your query parameters, or your key values, whatever you want to call it. This means that as you create a new workflow automation, every time you go ahead and sync to your action application, you're going to have to manually go through and map first name, last name, email form. You're going to have to map all these fields in. Well, there's a better tool on the market right now, and that tool is called API Nation. If you're not using it, you might want to head over to apination.com or click the link on the post below, because API Nation has simplified the workflow creation process. They have made it super simple. This is their dashboard right here. When you log in, they have over 130 applications built into their dashboard, ready for you to start creating syncs. Now, what I'm going to show you is kind of groundbreaking because they released this feature a little while ago, and it has improved how users are setting up their workflows. So, for example, in the scenario that I just showed you a moment ago, where I'm using a Facebook lead form to KV Core, I could use the same workflow automation inside of API Nation, except they took it a step further. They understood that the industry professionals can sometimes and oftentimes be non-tech savvy. Just means that if you don't understand how to map or you don't have the time to map, API Nation have set out to simplify that, and they've done this with what they're calling is a key value matching sequence. So what it does is when I go in and create my workflow automations, I've made my connections. I'm going Facebook lead ads into KV Core. I'm going to click on activate, and I want to go ahead and start a new workflow here. Now, what it's going to do for me is literally take me through app connection sequence. So basically, all I need to do is connect my Facebook, which I've already done, and connect my KV Core, which I've already done. Now, all I have to literally do is select my page and select my form, and then API Nation is going to do the rest of the work for me. So when I click on subscribe, and we're not going to take this the full process here, you can see it updates and syncs every 15 minutes, just like Zapier, but you could also see that it's already matched in my query parameters or my key values for me. So now as an agent, all I have to literally do is go ahead and activate this workflow, and those leads will start coming into my KV Core dashboard. How easy was that? It took me less than 2 minutes. I didn't have to jump back and forth and figure out where I wanted lead details to go into. API Nation automatically handled that for me. So if you're looking to sign up for an easier process, head over to apination.com or click the link down below to get started with API Nation. If you liked the video you just saw, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so that you're alerted anytime we drop cool content like the one you just watched here on API Explorer's YouTube channel.